October dengue fever cases surpass 5,000, official urgent warning, no cure available. Local financial crisis, Chinese temples turned into big steamed buns welcoming officials and public. Turning life pain into comedy? The trend of professional persona among Chinese youth. Shocking, red second-generation fatally attacked for sharing Xi's overseas protests. It's all covered in today's China Truths. October dengue fever cases surpass 5,000, official urgent warning, no cure available. According to a report by Kalianch on the 19th, the WeChat public account of China's National Health Commission stated that in October 2023, the mainland of China reported a total of 935,171 cases of statutory infectious diseases, with 2,501 deaths. Among them, there were 5,388 new cases of dengue fever, a type B infectious disease, with no reported deaths. Specifically, the reported cases of infectious diseases in China reveal that there were 2 cases of type A infectious diseases, cholera, with no reported deaths. For type B infectious diseases, excluding COVID-19, there were 305,852 cases and 2,499 deaths, with the top 5 diseases being viral hepatitis, pulmonary tuberculosis, syphilis, gonorrhea, and dengue fever, accounting for 93.1% of cases. Type C infectious diseases reported 629,317 cases and 2 deaths, with the top 3 diseases being influenza, hand, foot and mouth disease, and other infectious diarrheal diseases, accounting for 94.9% of cases. Dengue fever, caused by the dengue virus, is transmitted through mosquito bites, with symptoms ranging from mild to severe. There is currently no specific antiviral treatment or approved vaccine. The main principles for management are early detection, diagnosis, treatment, and mosquito isolation. Over the past 2 months, mainland China has reported over 10,000 cases of dengue fever, showing an increasing trend in the second half of the year. Health authorities emphasize the importance of seeking prompt medical attention for symptoms like high fever and muscle soreness. Prevention through avoiding mosquito bites remains crucial, as there is no specific treatment for dengue fever and limited effectiveness of available vaccines. Several cases, including one in Hangzhou and another in Guangzhou, highlight the severity and impact of dengue fever, with patients experiencing symptoms such as liver dysfunction, decreased blood cell counts, and swollen lymph nodes. The mortality rate for dengue fever ranges from 1 to 5%, with higher risks for patients with severely reduced blood pressure. Local financial crisis, Chinese temples turned into big steamed buns welcoming officials and public. Recently, news related to Chinese temples has been frequently featured in newspapers, not due to divine manifestations, but rather because of visits from thieves and the government. According to a message from the official Weibo account of the paper on the 20th, the Chongming police in Shanghai recently received a report from Shinshu Temple in Gangxi town that the money from the merit box had been stolen. Shinshu Temple provided the reason for the report, stating that the money from the merit box is cleared every 10 days. This time, compared to previous instances with a similar number of worshippers, almost half of the money was missing. Moreover, the hinge screws on each merit box were loose, indicating clear signs of theft. After an investigation, Shanghai police arrested a suspect named Qin on November 5. Qin admitted to stealing the money from the merit boxes. He explained that he scouted Shinshu Temple in mid-October and climbed over the wall to steal money from 9 merit boxes on the early morning of October 23. Interestingly, this incident parallels a case in July where a temple's merit box in Jiangxi was repeatedly stolen. The thief, during his trial, emphasized that he was borrowing money rather than stealing money. He explained that before stealing, he prayed to the deity on the altar and promised to return the money. He claimed to have seen the deity make an okay gesture, reassuring him to take the money. The thief was sentenced to 12 days of administrative detention. In June this year, a man in Dongguan, Guangdong, also broke into a temple in Shilong town and stole money from the merit box. Notably, this trend of borrowing money is not limited to thieves but has also been observed with local governments in mainland China. On September 5, former mainland media person Zhao Lanjian tweeted that the Hebei district government in Tianjin faced financial difficulties and borrowed billions from Debuan, Great Compassion Temple, to pay salaries. However, come July, they found themselves once again without funds and sought additional money from the temple. The temple, however, refused the request, stating that they are not donors. According to the revelation from local residents to Radio Free Asia, this incident aligns with the time frame during which at least 4 district government departments, including the Hebei district, in the city are facing financial challenges, and many government employees in these departments have experienced salary delays for several months. In response to the temple's refusal, Tianjin authorities launched a cleanup operation against Debuan and Yifeng district, pressuring the temple to disclose donations from worshippers. A news release on September 11 announced a 2-month environmental order rectification in these areas, including self-inspection and self-assessment. The National Day holiday is typically one of the peak periods for temple incense offerings. Amid the ongoing economic downturn in China, many individuals place their hopes in deities and Buddhas, offering monetary donations to temples in the pursuit of divine favor. Temples in China have become a place for securing stable incomes for monks, nuns, and others in these positions, often seen as coveted golden rice bowls. It's no wonder that both thieves and officials from the CCP have set their sights on them. Turning life pain into comedy? The trend of professional persona among Chinese youth. According to a report by the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, on the 20th, due to disappointment with the workplace environment, many young Chinese individuals are using workplace personas on various social platforms as a way to express their frustration with the economic downturn and fierce job market competition. They do so by using quirky images or illustrations. One such individual is Lack, a 27-year-old advertising designer, who adopts a fortune teller persona as a coping mechanism for workplace stress and economic challenges. She uses mystical responses to handle unreasonable demands at work, creating this persona as a form of self-protection and self-mockery of corporate life. Lack, once aspiring to establish her advertising company, faced setbacks due to the COVID-19 pandemic's impact on the industry. Post-pandemic, Chinese companies avoid hiring individuals above 35, contributing to the 35-year-old curse label, implying a decline in physical stamina and work capability. Lack, like many, navigates workplace challenges by playfully adopting her persona, reflecting the struggles of young professionals in China's competitive job market. Lin Lin, a 23-year-old with a social sciences background, adopts a hiding beetle as her workplace persona, representing the quiet worker at the bottom of the corporate ladder. She discusses these personas on social platforms to navigate workplace challenges and avoid gender-related issues. To be honest, this way of life is painful, but because it's too painful to change, I can only treat it as a comedy. Publicly available information indicates that China's youth unemployment rate has remained at a relatively high level, escalating monthly. From January to June, the rates were 17.3%, 18.1%, 19.6%, 20.4%, 20.8%, and 21.3%, surpassing the 19.9% in July 2022 since April. Due to the continuous surge in unemployment rates, the official spokesperson for the National Bureau of Statistics of the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, announced on August 15 that, starting from August this year, they would no longer release this data, citing the need for sound optimization of survey and statistical work. Shocking, Red second generation fatally attacked for sharing Xi's overseas protests. During the APEC summit in the United States, the paramount leader of the Chinese Communist Party, Xi Jinping, faced unprecedented overseas protests, marked by rare and violent clashes between protesters and individuals reportedly hired by the CCP to welcome him. Simultaneously, it is reported that Sun Lin, a media person from Nanjing and a prominent mainland dissident, died after being assaulted in his home by state security personnel for sharing related videos. Sun Liang, a Chinese dissident residing in Australia, posted on social media platform X on the 18th, just received a short message from Sun Lin's closest relatives. Mr. Sun Lin, a well-known dissident from Nanjing, has passed away. The specific cause of death is being verified. Following this, Sun Leong successively revealed that on November 17, around noon, a group of state security personnel from the Xuanwu Sub-Bureau forcibly entered Sun Lin's home in Nanjing. Shortly after, neighbors heard sounds of a struggle inside the house. At 2:44 p.m., Sun Lin was taken to Jiangsu Integrated Traditional Chinese and Western Medicine Hospital, and at 5:45 p.m., the hospital issued a death report. Despite promises to view the body, Sun Lin's family was initially prevented from doing so. After Sun Lin's death, state security also took control of Sun Lin's daughter, Sunny Jia. They visited Sun Lin's ex-wife, He Fang, demanding that she handle Sunny Jia's affairs and warning against causing any trouble, with consequences to bear if she did. The current head of Nanjing State Security is Wang De, the individual who led the team into Sun Lin's home on the 17th. Over the past 6 months, Wang De has strictly restricted Sun Lin's external interactions, persecuting anyone who associates with him. Mainland dissidents have received warnings from authorities not to mourn Sun Lin. Xinliang Qing, a former prosecutor from Anhui, reported that the police visited him, warning against discussing Sun Lin's death and requesting deletion of related posts. Xin responded by stating that it is the right of citizens to demand the truth and accountability, asking authorities to consider how they would respond if their family or friends died under mysterious circumstances. A netizen, Rosemary, disclosed that she had received a notice not to speak out or go to Nanjing, which she refused. She communicated with state security, expressing that Sun Lin's death was closely related to those who had long dealt with state security. She questioned whether she would dare to meet with them again after Sun Lin's unexplained death following state security's visit. Sun Lin, born in 1955 in Nanjing, was known by the alias Jimu. He worked at Nanjing TV in 1998 and was the former chief editor of the Metropolis supplement at the Today Business News Agency in Nanjing. Sun Lin faced dismissal for writing critical articles addressing social issues. Starting in October 2006, Sun Lin conducted numerous interviews and reports on civil rights incidents as a citizen journalist for various outlets, including Boxun.net and Wujia News. In May 2007, he uploaded a video from Tiananmen Square, applying to report on the Olympics, which drew the attention of high-level Chinese authorities, leading to a 4-year prison sentence. In 2016, he received another 4-year sentence for posting political articles advocating democracy and boldly exclaiming "Down with the Communist Party" during a community party meeting in Nanjing, resulting in charges of inciting subversion of state power. Notably, recently, Sun Lin actively participated in voice chat activities related to the wall demolition movement. Last Saturday, November 18, during a virtual meeting, he warned everyone that the local national security in Nanjing might come looking for him in the next few days, anticipating action from Nanjing authorities against him. Sadly, he has indeed passed away. Sun Lin's death has garnered widespread attention both domestically and internationally. Many dissidents and netizens have voiced their concerns, calling on the international community and human rights organizations to pay attention to this case, protect Sun Lin's family and friends, and hold the perpetrators accountable. On the 20th, Sun Lin's friends jointly issued an open letter to the authorities in Nanjing, demanding an investigation and the public disclosure of the truth, as well as accountability for relevant individuals. Rights-defending websites have also published articles pointing out that Sun Lin did not die in prison or on the streets but rather in his own home. This is highly likely to be the local national security openly and shamelessly committing wrongdoing. Coincidentally, this occurred during Xi Jinping's visit to the United States, where he faced large-scale protests from overseas individuals. The articles state that in recent years, China's political atmosphere has rapidly deteriorated, with not only individuals inside and outside the system experiencing abnormal deaths but also the suspicious sudden heart attack death of former Chinese Premier Li Keqiang. It can be asserted that Sun Lin's death sets a precedent for evil, and in the future, there may be more unconventional individuals ending their lives in a similar manner. Don't forget to leave a comment in the section below to share your opinions on today's topic with us. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more interesting topics from China Truths.